Welcome to Kmtc, the home of metalworking tools and woodworking machines. The factory, which covers an area of 16 acres, is located at northern part of Tanzania in High District, Kilimanjaro region, along Moshi-Arusha Road, about 13 kilometers from Moshi town. It was established in 1981 and started commercial operation in 1984. Kmtc is one among the strategic industries which is under National Development Corporation, equipped with a wide range of machine tools to perform all machining works that are required by the machines to be produced, material cutting section for mainly blank preparations, tool grinding section for cutting tool preparations, heat treatment section able to do all heat treatment operations needed by the machine parts, electroplating section which is now obsolete due to the technology that was employed, painting shop and assembling section. The area in which this plant has been constructed is among the strategic areas imposed by the government specific for industrial zone to enable different types of industries be constructed. The intention of this industry was to provide spare parts to different industries and machines. However, this plant misses foundry facility, which is important for such types of factories, which resulted into stoppage of commercial production in 1989 due to lack of economic feasibility study, undercapitalization, and poor market response. NDC has taken different initiatives to revive the plant and managed to start the production of woodworking and post-harvest machines and spare parts using private foundries. The production of rim plates for URS tractor and trailers manufacturing with the capacity of 2.5 and 5 tons is going on. Moreover, in 2016, NDC conducted a feasibility study for revitalization of Kmtc and proposed to develop Kmtc in 3 phases. Phase 1, which will involve installation of mini foundry and associated facilities and continue with production, while Phase 2 will involve undertaking key studies for diversification of Kmtc product. Phase 3 will involve the installation of the bigger foundry for product diversification, as may be established during the Phase 2, including putting state-of-the-art machine. NDC is looking for a credible partner to jointly revitalize the factory, which will result into provision of raw materials to local industries, creation of employment up to 500 people, and conserve the environment. Apart from Kmtc, there is a vacant area of 229.13 hectares which needs to be developed, and NDC is looking for a strategic investor to partner with in developing the vacant land adjacent to the factory building. Welcome and invest with us in this one among the special industrial zones which has been allocated by the government not only in machine and spare parts industries, but also in other kinds of industries that will make investors to facilitate their dreams. Another project is Engaruka Basin Soda Ash project. There is a huge deposit of soda ash located in northern part of the country, about 190 kilometers northwest of Arusha town at Engaruka Basin in Monduli district, Arusha region. The National Development Corporation, NDC, is entrusted by the government of the United Republic of Tanzania to fast-track utilization of the resource for the creation of formidable base for the development of chemical industry. In the light of the foregoing, NDC has conceived a grand project which will involve setting up a soda ash extraction plant at Engaruka and construction of associated infrastructure for the project. NDC has conducted a geological study, geophysical survey, drilling exploration program, and geochemical analysis at Engaruka Basin. The study results show that there is enough underground source of soda ash in form of brine to be exploited. The exploration results estimated 3,823,320,000 cubic meter of brines in the basin, which is being replenished at the rate of 17,693,640 cubic meter per annum. Currently, NDC owns prospecting licenses for the project area. Full feasibility study, including environmental and social impact assessment, has been completed. NDC plans to establish a plant of minimum capacity of 0.5 million tons of soda ash per annum at Engaruka to extract soda ash from brine. Soda ash is extensively used as raw materials in glass industries, detergent industries, pharmaceutical industries, paper industries, refinery, and other chemical industries. NDC is looking for funds and strategic investors to partner with so as to develop and implement the soda ash project at Engaruka Basin. This is National Development Corporation, NDC. Among the projects implemented by NDC are Mchuchuma and Liganga projects. Mchuchuma Coal Project is one of the flagship projects implemented by NDC, which involves establishment of open-cast mine with capacity of 3 million tons per annum and 600 megawatts power plant, including 220 kilovolts power transmission line between Mchuchuma and Liganga. Liganga Iron Ore Project entails establishment of 2.9 million tons per annum iron ore mine and 1.0 million tons per annum steel plant. The integrated project is being developed by a joint venture company, namely Tanzania China International Mineral Resources Limited, shortly TCIMRL. The total investment cost for the integrated project is $3.0 billion. In spite of the above project components, there are other associated infrastructural projects which the government has to finance for successful implementation and operation of the integrated project. The projects include, first, construction of 400 kilovolts power transmission line between Mchuchuma and Makambako for evacuating power from Mchuchuma to the national grid. Second, construction of standard gauge railway line from Mtwara to Amelia, Manda, with the spur to Liganga, Mchuchuma, and Ngaka for transportation of manufactured steel goods and coal to Gateway Port of Mtwara. Third, expansion and modernization of Port of Mtwara. And fourth, upgrading Itoni, Mkiu, Ludewa, Mchuchuma, and Mkiu to Liganga to concrete standard. The implementation of integrated project is stalled due to ongoing renegotiations between the government and the investor, Sichuan Hongda Group. The continuation of project implementation depends much on the government directives based on the outcome of ongoing renegotiations. However, there are some minor activities which have been completed during period of review. These are maintenance of the special mining licenses, coal and iron, following the upgrade of the Lusitu to Mawengi, which is 50 kilometers to concrete standard, being part of upgrading of Itoni, Mkiu, Ludewa, Mchuchuma and Mkiu to Liganga, which is 221 kilometers, and regular visits to the project sites. Welcome to Tanzania Biotech Product Limited, Tbpl. The plant located at Tamko Industrial Area in Kibaha Coastal Region commenced its operation in February 2017 after partially handed over to NDC. Tbpl is the only plant in Tanzania and the entire East Africa that deals with the production of malaria control product, biolarvicides. The origin of this plant was due to the agreement between the government of Tanzania and Cuba, which is reviewed on 3 years basis to set new priority areas for cooperation between them. The program adopted for implementation under the agreement for the period 2008 to 2010 were approved during the 15th meeting of the Commission in Havana, Cuba on 19th September 2008. Among other things, the countries agreed on technical assistance by Cuba for development of the biological and pharmaceutical factory for manufacturing of malaria vector control products, followed by commercialization of a portfolio of Cuban medical pharmaceutical product in Tanzanian market. During his visit to Cuba in November 2010, the third phase President of the United Republic of Tanzania, His Excellency Dr. Jakaya Mrisho Kikwete, with his Cuban counterpart, agreed immediately implementation on the above agreement. Consequently, the government of the United Republic of Tanzania mandated the National Development Corporation (NDC) to establish a manufacturing plant in Tanzania of similar product to the ones produced by the Biological and Pharmaceutical Laboratories (Labiofarm) of Cuba.
Niliagiza NDC ianzishe ushirikiano na Labiofarm kwa lengo la kujenga kiwanda cha aina hiyo hapa nchini.
The selection of Cuban technology is based on the country's experience as one of the developing countries, and the project is fully financed by the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, provided a loan repayable to NDC in 10 years. The plant is being managed by a subsidiary company, namely Tanzania Biotech Products Limited, Tbpl, under the management of Labiofarm for the period of 5 years, while building capacity for Tanzania to run and manage the plant. The industry has the capacity to produce 6 million liters of biolarvicides per annum. Its quality speaks for itself, as it's environmental friendly and safe for use in malaria vector control. The biolarvicides eliminate vectors for 100% as compared to other methods which prove failure in fighting malaria vectors. The construction of biolarvicides plant is at phase 1 out of 3 phases. Phase 2 and 3 will be for construction of factory to produce biofertilizer, animal vaccine and food supplements. Tanzania and Africa without malaria is possible if people will be using biolarvicides to kill malaria vectors, as it's one among the diseases that cause loss of manpower in different countries in Africa.